Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. After all these very sweet and hefty foods, I need something more fresh. So we're making a salad, a Middle Eastern salad, fattoush. Let's go. And here are the ingredients. You're gonna need Arabic flatbread, pomegranate syrup, lemon juice, olive oil, sumac, garlic, romaine lettuce, fresh mint, fresh parsley, tomatoes, pomegranate seeds, a bell pepper, cucumber, spring onions, and some radishes. Alright, we need to chop our vegetables. I'm starting with my lettuce, and you don't have to follow any rules, just chop it up roughly into medium-sized pieces. Fattoush is a Levantine salad made from toasted or fried pieces of Arabic flatbread combined with mixed greens and other vegetables such as radishes, cucumbers, and tomatoes. The vegetables are cut into relatively large pieces compared to tabbouleh. I have a recipe for that already on my channel. Next, I am taking half of my bunch of parsley first because my chopping board is not so big. You don't have to remove the leaves from the stems. You can eat the stems as well and just roughly chop it up as well. Obviously, when I'm done with my first half, I'm chopping up the other half as well and then put everything in the bowl. There's a Palestinian version of this where they crush garlic, salt, chili pepper, and fresh basil leaves together and then mixing them with a generous amount of lemon juice, tahini, and occasionally yogurt. Bite-sized pieces of untoasted pita bread are dipped into this mixture to absorb the liquid. Vegetables are added afterwards. After removing the mint leaves from the stems, you want to chop them up as well. Mint cannot be handled like parsley. You have to remove the leaves from the stems. The stems are thicker and more difficult to eat due to their fibrous texture and slightly bitter flavor. Next, I'm going to take care of my cucumber. I'm removing both ends. And then cut it in half to make it easier. Cut it in half again. And then cut it into pieces as well. And again, there is no rule of how big or small the pieces need to be, just chop them up after your liking. Fattoush is derived from the Arabic word fat, which means crush, and the suffix of Turkish origin ush. Next up is the bell pepper. Remove the ends and then run your knife through the center to remove the seeds. I'm just gonna randomly chop that into medium-sized pieces as well. You can also go ahead and use yellow or green bell pepper. Red is just my favorite, and that's why I'm going with that one. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite bell pepper color is. Okay, up next is the tomatoes. What I will do is I will slice the tomatoes up, and then I'm taking the center piece where the stem is, and I'm removing that part. I know a bunch of people do eat it. I don't like it, but you do you. And then just dice them up as well. Next up is the radishes. Here's a little fun fact about me. When I was a child, I hated radishes. I always asked my mom to not put them in my salad when she made one. I just couldn't. That changed when I was in high school. I can't remember why, but I started eating them randomly. Take your spring onions, chop off the end, and remove the first layer. Then slice them up as well. I love spring onions. They're my favorite type of onions because they don't make you cry as much as the other types. If you open my fridge, there's always a bunch of spring onions in there. And last but not least, add your pomegranate seeds. Yes, I was lazy and got the ready-to-eat version at the store. Do I regret it? Nope. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Peeling a pomegranate is just a pain in the butt. It takes forever and it makes a huge mess, so if they're offering it, why not use it, right? There's absolutely no shame in using a shortcut version, which this basically is. Cut your bread into squares. Now we're taking care of my favorite part of this dish. We're making bread chips. These bread chips are so easy to make, and I sometimes make them for when we're watching a movie. You know, food doesn't always have to be bougie to impress people. These bread chips will blow your mind, for sure. And you can basically season them however you like. Now add some olive oil to your bread, as well as some salt and a little bit of sumac, and give it a mix. You might need to add a little more olive oil. They should all be coated evenly with a thin layer of olive oil, and don't go too heavy on the salt. I did that mistake once and it was terrible. I ended up dipping them in sour cream, which made it so much better because it toned down the salt. Take your bread pieces and place them on a baking tray. Probably have to bake them in 2 or 3 batches. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit, and then bake them for about 2 to 4 minutes or until nice and golden brown, but watch them, they can burn easily. You could probably even use an air fryer to make the chips. I have never done it before, but obviously you can go ahead and try it, or you can use a pan and fry them. That is also an option, but I prefer the oven version. By the way, if you're looking for the ingredients and exact measurements, make sure to check out the info box where I'm posting everything you need to know about any recipe I'm posting. And also, if you are enjoying my culinary world tour, I would really appreciate if you would follow my channel and give this video a like. For the dressing, mix together the olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, sumac, and pomegranate syrup, and then pour it over your salad right before serving. Really do this last minute, otherwise your vegetables will become soggy, and that is not a great texture. Pour the dressing over your salad, give it a toss, and then you're ready to serve. And here it is, my fattoush. If you've liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.